Hey, hey, Blue Table fans! It is time for a battle report. We are doing Warhammer Fantasy today. It is Skaven v. Ogres. Ogres are not set up yet. I went ahead and just set up my army because I got sick of waiting around. Let me tell you all about it. First off, this is a Studio Skaven army. It's 3,000 points, actually just a tad higher than that. And it is chock full of goodness. Here's what you got. Doom Wheel. I have that deployed on the side because it zaps lightning out at the nearest unit, so these clan rats are definitely going to take a hit. Also magnetized banners for storage on that one, so isn't that a nice feature? A plague, not catapult, mortar, a plague mortar. A warp lightning cannon. This is the new plastic kit. It's really quite fantastic. Hell Pit Abomination. Nothing wrong with that figure. And so for clan rats, you've got 1, 2, 3 units of 40. That's definitely beefy enough. You have a 30 some odd unit of storm vermin. In fact, hold on, that's 11. Yeah, I'm just going to say 30 to be on the safe side. A screaming bell, 6 Jezzails, and another another Doom Wheel, again with the magnetized banner on that one. So that picks up their specialty weapons for each unit: 2 plague mortars and 2 warp fire throwers. This one has a bit of a conversion on it, which is a nice feature. For heroes, we have Tretch Craven Tail, which makes for a fantastic warlord figure. I'm using him as an assassin this time around. An Icket Claw, which can be a warlord, the actual special character, or an engineer. And I'm using him as a battle standard bearer with a halberd today. Queek Head Taker, another deluxe figure, absolutely nothing wrong there. And he is being played as a chieftain today. Snicketch, this guy is standing in as a regular assassin today. So 2 assassins. Good thing Thomas isn't in the room, otherwise he would know that already. And we have a Warplock engineer. And another bonus to this army is that they all come on magnetized movement trays where it is needed. So it's a pretty deluxe army. This is a great Skaven army just to pick up right out of the gate. It's ready to go. Also, the Purple People Eaters, quote unquote, they are also for sale. So definitely inquire on those. I've really talked to them about them at length, and we'll let you know how deployment goes. Also, as a separate item, we have these Rackham Confrontation Ogres. They're like these Eastern Ogres, Dai Bakemonos, I think they're called. And those figures are really, really characterful. And again, it's separate from the Ogre army. There are 3 of them. There's a 3rd one around here somewhere. They're each unique sculpts. And those are being used as fire bellies. And I have to say, I don't like that, because those template weapons are going to be really fantastic against my Skaven. So I'll definitely have to pick off the fire bellies just as soon as possible. And I have to tell you, this is going to be an epic matchup. I don't know which way it's going to go, but either way, it's going to be exciting. Oh, Warhammer Fantasy, I can't stay mad at you. All right, let's have you talk about your army.
Okay, cool. So I did...
Can you hold on just a second? This room is so echoey, and there's like people kind of quietly working. It's like being in this room is kind of like shouting in a library. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey! Hey! All right, do you see what I'm up against? Okay, go.
Okay, so on my flanks, I've got 2 of my rare choices are 2 stone horns. These guys are really cool. We have them completely magnetized.
By the way, I'm glad to see those stone horns.
They're magnetized so that we can change them out to be the tusk guys. Thunder tusks.
Yeah.
So
those are the ones that breathe the ice ball thing.
Yeah.
Right?
The stone horns? I have no idea.
No, the stone horns are what you have.
Yes.
And they're just brutes. Okay, so what's next?
Units of lead belchers.
Grown. Okay. And,
One of the big cannons.
oh wow. Okay.
I don't remember what it's called.
Iron blaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
the
then
chariot slash cannon. Okay.
yeah, huge unit of regular ogres.
Okay. Can I just make a recommendation? You should pull the fire bellies out of those units and just run them up and breathe flame on something.
Well, I can choose to leave at the beginning of a movement
Yeah,
phase,
you're
right?
absolutely right. Okay,
This
never mind.
way you can't target them.
Right, because I am going first.
Right.
That's how we're gonna. Since I
That's
set
fine.
up first, we're
That's
gonna do it 40K style today.
I'm completely happy with
Right.
that. Yeah, I don't want them to get shot ahead of time. So 2 fire bellies, and
Okay.
they've got the flamey attacks of nastiness.
Right.
Here's my
Strength
slaughter master. He's
Yeah,
a
I'm ready.
level 4 guy.
Right.
Here's my tyrant, and he's
Okay.
in with it is a
Right.
unit of iron guts.
Right.
Here.
And that's what I like about this army is all the heroes are generic enough that they could pass as different things.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. The
Mornfang cavalry.
Mornfang cavalry, and that's it. That's the whole group.
All right.
22
Great.
or 2993.
Right. Fantastic. Yeah, and by the way, the studio ogres are 2750. So, and both of these armies are for sale. Check the link for details on that. Did want to point, but with the fire bellies, it comes up to 3,000. Okay, so here's how we've decided to change the terrain around to be more playable, more fun, more interesting. These flats here, as defined by the edge, these are area terrain that gives a +1 to ward save as the guys dodge around all of the ruins. You cannot charge through the actual ruin portion, but you can move through it without obstruction. That's just the guys kind of going around it. And it does block line of sight for shooting. This is just a hill, 1 hill, 2 hills, 3 hills, all easy terrain, really no obstruction there, just line of sight. These give +1 ward save versus shooting. And you can just move right on through those. We are playing the forest as a forest. That does disrupt ranks for larger units. And so this is a tough game. Every time I start a game, I look at my opponent's force and I think, what shooting does he have? And then I look at my force and I think, what shooting do I have? So if your shooting is a lot more than the other person's shooting, you don't want to run up into melee. Because once your guys are in melee, the shooting goes away. The shooting advantage isn't, because typically you can't shoot into melee. Skaven have some special rules for that. In fact, I'm going to be furiously thumbing through my rule book this entire game. Okay, pre-game comments?
I'm feeling pretty good about this, actually.
You're feeling good? I was feeling good, but then I saw all those ogres.
Dude, they're high toughness. This guy right here is a beast. I decided to give him just a generic bloodshed sword. It's like a +60 sword. It gives him +3 attacks. And he's naturally a beast, so I'm just hoping I can get him.
That's going to be like 8
I don't even care if I win this game or not. I just want to get him into close combat and just
see
have
what
him,
happens.
Just go and just kill lots of little rats. I'm pretty excited about that.
All right, that's fantastic.
I really have no idea what I'm doing, but this is going to be fun.
All right. This is my tape measure. It's been around a long time, possibly as long as I've had the company. But it's developed this little shard of metal. Well, you won't be able to see it, but a little shard of metal that sticks out. So when you zip it back in, it kind of gets you every time. So there, and I could probably fix it, but I think it's time. I think it's time to move on. I'm not going through that whole thing. Tape measure retired. That's no way to dispose of this old veteran of miniatures battles. I'm going to put him in a place of honor. Right up here. You've served your studio well.
You should like glue him down or tape him down. So if somebody tries to go for him,
actually, you can't
get him.
That. Yep.
All right. So
I shall name thee Tapey.
What
Tapey of measures worth.
KP of Measure's Worth. I like it.
Anyway,
Is Measure's Worth the top of the bookshelf over there?
yeah, that's his new kingdom.
His domain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so what's going on? We're gonna ask
What
me
spells?
something?
Yeah, what spells you got?
Oh yeah, let's roll spells. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were rolling stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I can
Get
turn
my
it
dice.
on.
I got the green dice this time.
Okay,
so
green
I'm
dice.
excited about that. I have a level 4 Gray Seer on Screaming Bell here.
Okay.
So here it comes. He's taking lore of something, the regular lore.
The Skavenness.
Can you stop?
All right. My level 4 wizard is taking the lore of the Great Maw as I have to. And then the fire bellies, of course, have lore of fire. They're just going to take the signature spell, which I believe is Fireball. And then, so here's the spells for the lore of the Great Maw. So I've got, all right, I assume I re-roll if they're the same. Wow, I keep getting 4s. And I keep getting a 5. Come on, give me something different. Man, it really wants me to have multiple 4s.
There's a 2. Well, did you roll doubles?
I rolled triples. I rolled 3 4s.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, turn them back to 4s. It's not like
Okay.
it used to be. You actually get to pick the other ones.
Oh, I get to pick the
So
other ones.
yeah, so you get a 1, because that's the default, a 4, and then you pick your other 2.
Okay.
Spells.
Well, never mind. It's
Yeah.
good to know the rules on spellcast spells.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to do that real quick.
I got Warp Lightning, Scorch, Crack's Call, and then I got to pick one. I'm going to go ahead and, since you don't have any flying creatures, enemy missile weapons, no, that doesn't help me. Yeah, that actually, I'm going to take Howling Warp Gale,
Okay.
because that'll hurt the
Spellcasting.
belchers.
Okay.
No, it's -1 to shooting.
Cool. I'm going to look at these spells and then pick some.
All right, my Gray Seer has Warpstone tokens, so it gets D3. That's 2. So we'll just put these sickly green dice back here. Okay, go.
Okay, so I had 2 free choices. I just am going to choose to take the number 2 and 3 spells. So I have Bone Crusher, which is a magic missile, Bowl Gorger, which is an augment spell,
What is,
Toothcracker.
but it augments what?
Bowl Gorger is +1 strength, or +1 strength to a unit within a target within 12 inches, or I can do all units within 12 inches, and then it will
Right, at a higher cast.
Higher
So
cast
it gives
level.
strength buff. Okay.
And then Toothcracker is toughness.
Okay.
And
Toughness
then
bonus.
Brain Gobbler is a hex spell
Right.
that causes a
Makes a
panic test.
panic test.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool.
All right, fantastic.